Hi, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. It's been a minute, but I hope you're all doing well. I'm gonna go over a bit of why I stopped uploading for so long, as well as what my plans are moving forward with this channel more at the end. But right now, I'm here to talk about SSERAFIM, so let's do that. Just as a little side note, my mom is in the kitchen right now cooking, so if you hear like pots and pans banging in the background, that's why. Just please excuse it. I'm sorry. Easy is SSERAFIM's third mini-album and first comeback of 2024 after the release of their first full-length studio album, Unforgiven, last May. Although the title track of the same name received mixed reviews from fans, SSERAFIM still managed to have a fairly good year in 2023 with the success of their B-side Eve Psyche and the Bluebeard's Wife, and then with their English single Perfect Night later on in the year. Because of this, I feel that expectations were generally high for their comeback. Though when it was revealed that Easy's title track would be a calmer, trap genre song in contrast to their typically louder, more vibrant title tracks, there were a lot of mixed reactions. Some were scared that the song would be boring, while others were happy that SSERAFIM would be trying something new. Personally, I was excited since I think that their B-sides often show a different side of SSERAFIM, and I figured that this decision could give them a lot of room to potentially experiment with new sounds. So, what ended up being the outcome of the album? Let's discuss.
それで、この全てに何の意味があるんだろう。
Easy, crazy, high, I can make it.
Good Bones is rather conflicting for me. On the one hand, I love the genre they use. I believe that SSERAFIM has only made one other rock song before, being No Celestial. I know that No Celestial definitely received mixed opinions among the community, but I personally really loved it. I thought it was so fun and utilized rock in a very enjoyable way. Did it feel somewhat Disney? Yes, but what can I say? I grew up on Disney Channel, so I can't complain. When it comes to Good Bones, I do like this song, and I think there definitely are very enjoyable things about it. However, it seems a little out of place as a SSERAFIM intro to me. Their other three intros all featured instrumentals that progress and gain build-up throughout the song, fueled by stops and pauses to build a healthy amount of tension. Good Bones does utilize pauses here and there, though I personally don't find them nearly as effective as I do in other SSERAFIM intros. I think this could be because Good Bones follows a more set structure with verses and a twice-repeating hook, something that their other intros don't rely on. Because of this, there isn't enough room for tension to build throughout the song because you already know what's coming next. I think it could have worked had they actually done something different with the second hook, but they really didn't, at least not enough to make an impact in my opinion. On top of this, SSERAFIM's intros have all utilized different types of vocal effects and mixing styles that further enhance the ambiance of the song, something that Good Bones also doesn't do. I'm not saying these choices are necessarily wrong, I just don't find Good Bones as interesting as I do their other openers. I guess you could argue their producers didn't use these same patterns due to the difference of genre in Good Bones in comparison to their other intros, but I still just feel that Good Bones is missing something to make it a truly great opener.
다친데도 길을 걸어 kiss 쉽지 않은 내가 쉽게 easy stage 위에 불이
I really don't like this song. I want it to like Easy so bad because it's obvious they're going for something different compared to their other releases, opting more for the style of a lot of their B-sides as I had previously mentioned, and I thought that was great and I wanted to be able to support it. The thing with Easy as a song is that I don't even think it's necessarily bad. It's definitely something I can see a lot of people enjoying. Trap, in general, already isn't exactly my favorite genre, though I do think it can be done well in many instances. Unfortunately, I don't find Easy to be one of those instances. There's nothing that stands out or is interesting to me about this song, no melody or instrument that really grabs me at all. I also really don't like the use of autotune in the song, and I'm not anti-autotune in general. I think it is used in an effective way in lots of songs and can end up enhancing a sound even further. But this song just didn't utilize it well in my opinion. It feels so jarring and the members' individual vocal colors become so unrecognizable in some areas. The production overall is not my favorite, and I generally do enjoy SSERAFIM's production in most of their other songs, but this just feels so bland to me. I didn't expect Easy to become my favorite SSERAFIM title track since, let's be real, Anti-Fragile is incredibly hard to beat for me, but I did expect to like it more than this. In contrast to Easy, I really like Swan Song. It sounds so pretty. It reminds me of a sunny day sitting by a crystal blue lake in late spring surrounded by flowers and bees and butterflies. It paints a really nostalgic picture in my head, and that's definitely part of the reason why I like it so much. The soft guitar is very enchanting and easy to listen to. The song feels like candy to my ears. It's just beautiful, no other way for me to describe it. I feel like if they wanted to choose a calmer song as their title track, Swan Song would have been a far better choice than Easy. My only thing, and this isn't necessarily criticism, but I swear to God, when I heard the guitar melody and the track sampler, I thought I was listening to Kill Bill by SZA. Like, please, I can't be the only one who hears it. I'm not saying it's exactly the same, but there's a definite similarity. Like Swan Song, Smart is just candy to my ears. It makes me want to go on a road trip to the beach, and I think this whole EP will be really nice to revisit during the summer months. Smart is a song based in the Afrobeat genre, which would be a first for SSERAFIM if I'm not mistaken. I've seen people claiming this song is unoriginal because it rides off the wave of popularity of songs such as Water by Tyla. Now, I'm not disputing the claim of similarity because I too was reminded of Water as well as Woman by Doja Cat when I first listened to Smart. But I also think it's important to point out that the way pop music in general works is by playing off different musical genre and style trends, and K-pop is certainly no different. I'm not saying that's necessarily good or bad, but I think if you're only going to criticize SSERAFIM for doing this while being well immersed in the world of K-pop and or pop, I can't help but think you're being a bit hypocritical. I'm not trying to claim that Smart is the peak of originality, far from it. But you could also say the same for many different K-pop songs that loads of people still enjoy despite not being quote-unquote original. I mean, just think about the retro 80s synthwave trend started by Western artists such as The Weeknd that took K-pop by storm a few years ago. Would you really sit here and call the majority of the songs that came out of that trend original? No, but there are so many enjoyable ones nonetheless. That's not even to mention that it's incredibly hard to actually make something truly original because, hell, everything's been done before. My main point is that if you're going to be criticizing SSERAFIM for playing off popular music, you should really be taking a look at the whole industry. With that being said, I very much enjoy Smart, and it's probably my favorite song on the album.
We got so much love.
We Got So Much just feels like a standard SSERAFIM B-side to me. Not bad, but nothing that truly stands out enough for me to consider it good. I think the synths are nice, especially in the intro. The bridge is also sort of interesting in its composition, but then it doesn't really go anywhere. The bridge could have easily been used to elevate the last chorus, but it just wasn't, which was disappointing to me. I really wish I had more to say about this song because I feel like I was able to write a decent amount about the other 4 songs, but I really just don't. It's not bad, just pretty forgettable, and I don't see myself coming back to it much. Or, in the wise words of Jisoo, not bad, but not good. I'm so sorry.
Not bad, but not good.
Before I conclude this video with my final thoughts, I'm going to include a mini rant section because that's what I do best. I feel the need to mention that Easy only has a total runtime of 13 minutes and 33 seconds, with the longest song being Smart at 2 minutes and 46 seconds. Like, I'm sorry, but that's just sad. What's even sadder is that the intro isn't even the shortest song on the EP. That title goes to Swan Song. I didn't want to mention my issues with the song's runtimes during the actual reviews because I would have just sounded like a broken record. And I'm not even singling out SSERAFIM for this because it's very obviously an issue with the entirety of pop music right now. Can I say that I'm surprised this is the case with the EP? Not at all, but that doesn't change the fact that I absolutely hate this trend and that it should have died out along with my will to live. Okay, this is something that I wasn't going to touch on, but I really just feel like it needs to be said. I really wish Hybe would let Yeonjun do more as a vocalist. And before anyone comes at me saying, oh, well, she has the most lines in their discography, I know that. The thing I'm saying is that I feel like she could be doing a lot more vocally with the parts she does have. Yeonjun is by far the best vocalist in SSERAFIM and one of the better vocalists in 4th/5th gen K-pop. Like, Curly is a trained opera singer, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not saying that Hybe should give her such challenging parts that she ruins her voice, because that surely hasn't gone well for a lot of other idols, but I still think she's capable of so much more if she was just utilized right.
I'm adding this rant in last minute, so please excuse the robot voice for now. I feel that it's also very important to touch on the choreography for Smart. Yoon Chae being a minor whilst being involved in choreographies with a heavy focus on hip and butt movements like that doesn't sit well with me. And this definitely isn't the first time Hybe has faced criticism for this same reason in different instances. This comes back to the fact that debuting minors in K-pop is already a very morally grey area. But for the love of God, don't exploit them sexually if you do. It's just extremely sad that this has become so normalized within the industry, and that fans will accept it without any criticism towards the company. This could also tie into the major problems with company stan culture, and how fans will lose all morals and end up defending extremely shady, at best, practices if it comes from a company they quote stan. But that's a topic to go more into another day. Mental health should be taken more seriously in K-pop, especially when it comes to minors. We've already seen the effect that stardom and exploitation has on people in general, and I hate to see it happening to kids as young as Yoon Chae, or even younger. It's just absolutely disgusting, and I really hope that people defending it will wake the hell up sooner rather than later.
I fear that this comeback might end up going a bit under the radar. I have seen people describe Easy as forgettable already, which doesn't seem like a great sign to me. But on the other hand, I also see people really enjoying this comeback. I can see it being very polarizing, with some people finding it boring and others finding it refreshing in their discography. As for me, I clearly enjoy the B-sides more than the title track itself. That's not exactly abnormal for me, but I typically would end up ranking a title track higher than I did, especially for an only 5-song EP. Do I think this is their strongest comeback? Not even close, but I also don't think it's terrible. It's very middle of the road to me. I don't see the title track growing on me a whole lot. I've already listened to it quite a few times to write this review, and I still feel the same about it as I did on my first couple listens. I still have hope for SSERAFIM since I do think they generally release very enjoyable music. I just hope that their next comeback is something more up my alley. Oh my god, that felt like so foreign to me to record something like that, but I kind of forgot how much I actually enjoy the process of video making. I mean, I guess for me, there's no big mystery as to why I stopped posting. I just lost motivation for a while, but I don't know, I really feel the need to make videos again, and I hope that lasts because I have a lot of ideas. But yeah, I guess we'll see. I know that Twice's comeback is just around the corner. I probably won't do a full video review for that, but I am thinking about doing a bulk February comeback review at the end of the month, so that might be something to look forward to. But yeah, I know I normally don't make album review videos. Whenever I tried to make them in the past, I always just found the editing and copyright issues to be so much harder to get around than my normal content. But I think it's okay. I do enjoy making these, so I'll try to make more of them. Speaking of my editing, I did change my channel name and kind of switch up my editing style a bit. I hope it's not too distracting. I guess I'll figure it out. I hope you like it. I don't know. But I guess that's all from me. Sorry, this just feels like ranting. I know it kind of is. That's kind of the point of this last section. But yeah, I hope you have a very good rest of your day or night or whatever time it is for you. And I will see you next time. Bye.